Well, we decided once the Dark Eldar decided to betray us, we said fuck that for a box of toy soldiers and left with the ship.
Yeah.
By blowing a gaping hole in the Nexus of Shadows and then escaping through the webway gate. We do have a Dark Eldar specialist on board, the one that helped us operate and navigate through the webway. Captain made a deal with them. And we have returned to Footfall because we were pretty low on manpower, specifically the specialists, the engineers. And we needed a couple more Gelar fields, which Sakispis provided for the rest of the team. By stroke of luck, they found it just laying where it was needed. To explain above the board, I made acquisition check, spent a fate point, but then I rolled 9 on a d10. So I didn't spend that fate point, and Zinj smiled upon me.
It certainly did.
Jesus Christ.
So how was it that you wrote that, Julius? That Galar feels blessed by Zinj?
Yeah.
So we can roll acquisitions whenever we want.
At the end of the session most of the time, but currently we're in like a big sport, I suppose.
I did specifically say at the end of last session that you guys could roll acquisitions.
Alright.
Yeah, I think a few of us. What in the? Who wrote this? Dak, why?
Hmm?
You mean the 500 D2? Yep. That happened as well.
Zach
thought
trying
you
to give us fucking crewmates.
Oh yeah, I thought you meant the D400 table of different rounds that the gun can shoot.
So yeah, in short, the idea is to recuperate, rest, gather supplies and more resources. And I'm not sure if we talked what we are planning to do next. We still have some outstanding mission objectives if we still want to accomplish them.
The plan was to head back to the ship we left, and hopefully it's still there, repair it, and then head to Orc Central.
Alright, that was the important detail, that we left the Dark Eldar ship in the ship graveyard at the asteroid field, because they do not have Geralt fields, and we didn't want to create a Slanesh party bus.
Yes, that was the problem. And to say, Slanish would be very impressed by the amount of souls we sent him, but like, we wouldn't be very happy with what he gave us in return.
But I need once more.
You just show up on the ship after flying through it, and you just hear softly in the background like 80s disco porn music.
Careless whisper. One quick question for clarification, Zach. Usually acquisition checks are like maximum once per session. Do the ones we did at the end of last session count for this? So some of us cannot make new acquisition check this session, or how do you want to play it?
Yeah, it's just the people that didn't can do it now.
Alright.
Right now. Like right now. Roll the fucking dice.
Do it, you motherfucker.
You have 10 seconds.
My god, if this goddamn cool book would
You have 10
I'm just,
seconds.
I'm just,
to
fuck- I'm
comply.
just fucking with you.
No, it's
But
like
for
the
some
your
5
motherfucking
seconds to
life.
comply.
Yeah, your motherfucking life ends in 5 minutes.
this goddamn core rule book, even though I downloaded it, it still won't load jack shit.
It's a very big book.
What are you trying? What are you trying to look for?
I'm trying to look for other talents to spend my 600 XP at.
Oh, okay. I was gonna offer to help in the event of like.
Oh, for some reason now it loads.
Oh shit! I haven't spent my 600 XP either. Fuck. Ah shit.
Even though it's 400 pages, it shouldn't be this low. Alright, so where is it? Rolling acquisition.
Ah shit. That's what I was gonna initially do. That's right. We're rank 4 now, aren't we?
Yes, indeed.
Let's see, where is the stuff about the Dark Eldar weaponry?
Oh yeah, I see what you mean. For some reason, my core rulebook is also really fucking slow.
It's been slow. Mm.
Maybe it's just Microsoft Edge. I assume this is the Arch Militant stuff. I can't fucking. No, this is.
Mine's loading as slowly as it normally does.
Mine's usually quite quick, which is infuriating right now.
Oh,
What?
I loaded up in Firefox. I don't use like Adobe Reader on my main
Burgers
computer.
on the smoker.
I'm guessing a liquefier gun is a one-handed weaponry, so it can be used by a mechadendrite.
Hey, what? Sorry.
A gun called a liquefier, one-handed.
Rogue Trader 40k liquefy. I don't know how to spell
Liquefier gun.
Liquefy gun is weapons. Here we go. Dark Elder Liquefy is a basic weapon.
Oh, it's in the Dark Eldar book.
Yeah, you said since we had a Dark
Oh,
Eldar.
yeah. But I was just looking in the fucking not Dark Eldar book.
Now, keep in mind, it's probably going to count as an exotic weapon, which means that you are more than likely going to take a -20 to hit rolls with it.
Unless you spend 500 XP or so on the
Luckily,
weapon.
I have 600 XP.
Do you? Yeah, you could either ask for it as an elite advance, which I think would be fair enough. If you do also happen to have access to exotic weapon training at this rank in Explorator, then you can also take that. But with the elite advance, you're gonna have to ask. You have to pray to Zach to.
I mean, it makes no difference because rank 4 Explorator does have exotic weapon training and it still costs 500.
Oh, okay, then yeah, that's fair enough then.
That's extremely rare.
It is, in fact, an other exotic ranged weapon.
Kill
Alexa, set timer, 30
single
minutes.
man.
30 minutes, starting now.
Okay.
0 degrees of success.
Is that?
You rolled a natural one.
He actually got it! Holy shit!
I think that was the only way you could have gotten it.
Yep.
Damn!
Like,
I think I just
So-
says you got.
so Sigma, you go. This would have been earlier while you were still on the Eldar ship before you all left it, because that's where you're getting the shit from. Because I did also specifically say that the Eldar stuff is a step harder, but you still get it because you rolled a fucking 1. You go wandering through the armory, looking for the various weapons, and tucked away in a corner, covered in dust, you see the liquefier you want.
He kind of looks it up and down, carrying it as well. It is not Archaeotech, but it'll have to do.
What quality did you try and get the thing at, out of curiosity?
Common.
Ah, should have gone for the best quality.
Oh yeah. Minus 10% chances.
Yeah, but
You shouldn't have. You couldn't have made it anyway. You were literally at the edge. Mm. Fucking nat one and the only thing that would get it.
See, 2d10 plus 2.
So how long are you planning on spending on Footfall? Are you just planning on getting your business done and booking it?
I mean, Marius Train wants his ship. He's going to take as little time as possible and get back to it.
I would like everyone that is going to be getting off the ship and onto Footfall to roll me both an awareness check and a D100.
Alright, I was getting Garfield, so here we go.
I was probably I was searching for something. I can't remember what specifically, but also if Matthias Thrain is departing the ship, Jace will be there as a bodyguard.
Bollocks. My 17 awareness has failed me
From
once
nat
again.
1 to nat 100 for Simon.
Do you want to see that?
What are these fucking
No, this is pretty much in character because tech priests work in non-binary, so it's either 1 or 0s. Yeah, 9/11.
A spaceship crashed into the statue of the Emperor.
I was
And Jay, please roll me a D100.
I wish the spaceship would crash
What do I need to roll?
into one of the many
A D100.
please.
Ah, wonderful.
Where were these rolls? Where were these rolls when we need to do an awareness check?
No, these rolls are all very good, except for Marius Trey, who failed his awareness check.
See, these low rolls are good for me, not for you. For the D100s.
Like it just holds up his charm.
Just in
shaky
case
hand.
it's needed.
Does anyone else have a charm?
Let me have a quick look. I'm not 100% sure I do. It is. There we go.
Old shell keepsake, Very imperial to be praying to a fucking shell to keep you safe and alive.
Wait, why are we linking that?
Do you have a charm? You don't have to
I
actually
believe I
link it,
do.
You just have to tell me.
Yeah, we're just linking it just to be funny.
Microbeads.
No, it
Yes,
says
I do.
charm.
No.
Alright.
A microbead is literally an earpiece for talking.
Guys, stop fucking getting charms. Soon Marius Train will be the only one without them, and then he's a fucking lightning bolt for misfortune.
Or another turret. Don't worry though, Julia. Jace is there with Matthias Thrain, so if you get struck with the lightning, I will use Guardian.
Ah, yes. Both of us get struck down.
Simon, please roll me a toughness test. As your electronics start shutting down and rebooting.
Ooh.
If you wish, you can also roll me a tech use to figure out what's happening.
Let's see. Please don't roll on that 100.
You made the mistake of installing Windows 10.
You've been hit by an EMP blast. The likely source, given your higher roll, that you would know of is the Inquisition has weapons that are designed specifically to take down tech priests.
Okay,
And as you make this revelation and you hear the death and despair in your background, you see a number of certainly humans in full black power armor start binding up your limbs and mechadendrites.
I'm just imagining them coughing, putting handcuffs on the mechadendrites.
Mm-hmm.
I suppose the question is, in that case, how much did we split up as a group?
I feel like probably fairly much. Sakis was looking for one thing. Well, then, yeah. I think the only one who make any sense to go with Sigma would be NY4N, and yeah. Where are you with Sigma? Hmm?
As would you be with Sigma?
Wait, what was the question?
Would you be traveling footfall with Sigma while he's off doing Mechanicus stuff? I'm assuming.
Yeah, 'cause I'm just thinking quickly. There is no way in fuck, and I think Jason's made a point of this before, for any single character to travel alone. Which means that we would be, at the very least, in pairs.
I would say most likely, with the way state of my character's at, he'd probably be roaming around the ship, muttering to himself.
All right.
Which would explain why Sigma is alone.
Would then explain that, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's ain't great, isn't it? Hmm.
I cannot move.
So, two things in separate locations. As the rest of you get back to the ship, Mattias, you were informed that Sigma has yet to return, because I'm assuming you guys are smart enough to keep track of who comes and goes from the ship.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there is the idea of radio contact as well.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Something else will happen soon after that, time-wise. For now, I will focus on Simon and Sigma.
Mm-hmm.
Sigma, you wake up in a room. The things you notice first is your more combat-oriented cybernetics are disabled but not detached.
Alright, so
You are also tied down to a chair.
is there anyone in the room with me, or?
As you stir, you do see one of the black cards you saw earlier leave the room. There's another one in here with you. Sikispis, roll me a D100.
Yeah, I was about to say, if it's sort of standard for what the characters do, I think that should be taken into account. Probably, we don't necessarily have...
You made attempt to manifest then. I was giving him a chance.
Yeah, because I'm just saying, I know that there are certain things that our characters do as standard, which we may not always remember to...
Okay.
I ruled it in my head as, yes, that's fair, but I'll give it a chance that Sikispis himself also forgot.
That's fair.
So I can roll, I guess?
Yes.
I'm gonna... make the big one.
900. What are these rolls on Simon's character? 101.
Like,
It is the will of the
I'm going to
Omnissiah.
clarify something. Yes,
Yeah?
I know that he could re-roll until he succeeds, but this is the reason I make him roll every single time.
That's fair.
I mean, it doesn't trigger phenomena either way because it's fettered. I can only use that power fettered, so...
Yeah.
That's fair. Okay.
Actually, hold on. Do I spend that fate point?
Oh, no.
Yeah, I do.
Well, if
As a
there's not a
reminder-
manifestation, then nothing actually happens. You don't have to re-roll.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it would just be a matter of just rolling until you eventually get it right, so...
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So if you can't, if you only do it fettered, then yeah, okay.
Mm-hmm.
so
But yes,
Ah, right. I could just try again after a moment. That's fair.
yeah.
Like, unless
I
it's some
will say
narrative.
that
Like, unless it's some narrative reason that you lost, like, the contact because of a poor manifestation or something, you just retry, basically. Mm.
I will say that Sigma wasn't able to send anything due to worrying about his, more than half of his body shutting down.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, Sigma, you can now send it information while you're awake.
And I will send some information of, if I can, I will send a sign of distress to Jace.
Sigma,
It's,
moshi
Roman
moshi desu.
science.
Okay, science rolling.
Okay.
I will spend a fate point.
As a
So I can just like to confirm, like, do we count that I spent it fate point on that previous one on the mind
Yeah,
link?
you did it on the previous one.
All right, so now I'm spending
Because
on this as well.
Because it's silly to not. To do so.
No. So this is the first one.
Ah,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I will say you feel a slight tug on the communication before it connects.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay, so it's being sent to the sort of distress is being sent to Jace. Is that right?
Yes.
No, it's how do I say? I think it has to go through Sakistus specifically, and Sakistus didn't notice.
This unit has been kidnapped, abducted.
Oh, by whom?
Black cloaks, black armor.
Humans perhaps, or something else?
Humans,
They're definitely human shaped.
humanoids. Guessing a 97% chance of humanoid.
Load up this.
Understood. Hold the phone, relaying information.
I want to quickly just search up something with mind link. Give me just a moment. The fact that apparently, oh my god, using this PDF route is actually even worse. Jesus fuck.
Oh, Captain, someone snatched our tech priest.
Marius train like deep into like trying to like get the ship in order. Goes, yes, this next press piece. No, let these guys minute. Wait, where the fuck? What happened to our tech priest?
Humanoid shapes, probably human. Black armor. I basically relay what Sigma said. I'm pretty sure I do not have relevant skills to identify that it is the Inquisition, so I'm just like...
As a rogue trader, is it very obvious that this is Inquisition, or do I have to make a roll?
Common knowledge Imperial.
Yeah,
Or the equivalent.
Yeah, I was gonna.
I don't have it.
Let's see if I figure it out. Let's try it again.
Damn it! I don't think I have anything relevant here. Unfortunately, I've got Scholastic. I don't have Common Law Imperium really.
Really?
Yeah, no, I've got Common Law War, I've got Common Law Imperial Guide, and I've got Scholastic Law Tactica Imperialist, which I don't think counts.
I don't have Imperial Guard.
Okay, sure.
There you go.
Maybe I should have spent my XP because I could actually get Forbidden Lore Inquisition at rank 4.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
This sounds kind of familiar. Jace. The black cloak and black armor. Whenever anyone disappeared from the barracks, and weird stuff wasn't happening, you usually heard tales of these guys and the Inquisition. It is a well-known secret, we'll say.
You see Jace just sort of like stiffen up, as the realization suddenly hits him. And he just utters, I could have sworn they have a very fancy sounding name in Warhammer. Give me a minute.
The
Oh,
Order of
it's
Hereticus.
Yep, that'd be it.
Yeah, he will just say it's the Order Hereticus.
The Holy Orders of the Emperor's Inquisition.
Yeah.
Order
Oh, no, wait.
Hereticus is one of the
Oh, yeah,
branches.
that's right. Yeah, you've got the Order Malleus, the Order Xenos, and the Order Hereticus.
Oh my god, this is just happening in the command room. Like somebody, you say it's Inquisition, somebody going, "It's the Holy Order of the Inquisition," on their own. It's the Inquisition. It's the fucking.
Well, I have a feeling this would be the Order Hereticus, just based on the
Mhm.
if it's to do with like heresy, possibly. We don't know that for sure. Yeah, either way, it'll be just this is the Inquisition.
Marius blinks once, twice.
Well, fuck.
As you guys are having this conversation, Sigma, the black guard that left re-enters the room, or at least one of them. You don't know if it's the same one. All of their armor's the fucking same. Along with them is a rather average-looking human. Brown hair, brown eyes, average height. Like, on a scale of looks, he's a solid 5'10". Like, you could not get a more average. He is wearing a fancy black trench coat with gold trim, and attached to his collar is a pin with this symbol.
Yep.
Sigil of Ordo Hereticus.
That's the main Inquisition, but
Yeah,
indeed he will introduce himself as an Inquisitor of the Order Hereticus. And he will pull a chair off the side wall that was totally there the whole time, but not important. Sit down in front of you and be like, well then, Sigma ML 0496. I have good news and bad news for you.
Kinda stares unblinkingly at him.
The good news is, you're not the one I want. Taking you as a possible source of information, and if you don't want to discuss anything, that's bait, honestly. Honestly, though, I'm looking for most of the rest of your commanding officer list.
Query, you suspect the crew of Heresy?
Not the crew, just your fellow officers. Actually, like, for some reason, the Inquisition decided to send. Well, we have been looking for them all separately until we learned that they all got on a certain Mattias Thrain's ship. Let's see. Thrain himself is wanted for piracy and the leaking of confidential information. Wilton is also wanted for the leaking of confidential information.
Mm-hmm.
NY Foreign is wanted for heresy of the Mechanicus. Jace is wanted for heresy. Well, I mean, you're all wanted for heresy. It's the Inquisition. But he also murdered a commanding officer and fled. Just a sec. had to plug my headset in. And Gisbus, he just kind of chuckles at that and doesn't say anything. So, if you help me gather up your fellow officers, I will let you go free, and I'll even be willing to pull some strings and get that whatever the fuck a rogue trader's thing is called. The document that says they're a rogue trader.
The writ of trade.
Yes, I'll be willing to get that writ of trade into your name. Or warrant of trade, whatever it is.
Out of character, what the sort of control does the Inquisition have over rogue traders? Because
Themselves, so the Inquisition, technically, has no control over rogue traders. However, it all depends on the firepower of the rogue trader and the individual Inquisitor.
Yeah, I was about to say they may not have like direct jurisdiction, but they can possibly make the life of a rogue trader very difficult.
Mm-hmm.
And like, if the Inquisitor doesn't care that they don't have direct jurisdiction,
In the end, it comes down to who has the more firepower, who will be just in the end.
Who has the bigger guns?
like,
Mhm.
Mattias technically can't get in trouble for killing the Inquisitor, because the Inquisitor fucked with him first. However,
Mhm.
Mattias will likely still get in trouble for killing the Inquisitor.
Yes.
Because,
Yeah, it's a balancing act, really.
hmm
query.
I will say,
Has
if you...
there ever been a rogue trader that followed the Mechanicus?
Oh, for sure. Mhm.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised. Like,
I will say they likely end up going to the Explorer fleets, but you can easily turn it into an Explorer fleet.
Mhm. Like sometimes it's hard for them to tell if it's a rogue trader fleet or an explorator fleet when it's led by one of the Mechanicus, but it is still a rogue trader.
that's a fair point, actually.
I will also inform you that if you fail to assist me, I will have to assume that you are aiding heretics, in which case makes you a heretic yourself. And yes, please do feel free to inform the rest of the officers of this. I know of your little mind leak.
Query. How do you know?
He just chuckles to himself.
Right, I forgot that most Inquisitors are themselves psychers.
Or at least have a psyker.
Query. Would we be under your command or our own separate?
Oh, you'd be by yourself. I'll leave. I'll be gone.
This matter will
That is,
require...
yes, of course. I am the one to hear of Heresy from your new crew.
Say again?
So he basically says, "Oh, you'll never hear from me again, unless, of course, you make a reason for me to be back. Make a reason for me to be back."
Kind of pauses and does a little thinking. Logic dictates in order to operate further in as a rogue trader fleet, we would be need to be under Inquisition jurisdiction. However, this unit is not the final say within the rogue trader, within the train trains legacy ship. This unit is merely head navigator. Full confirmation
speaking of
will
which,
require...
yes, we also want your navigator. We'll give you a new one.
This one is trash. I'll give you a new one. but no, in short, Simon, he's asking, are you willing to betray the crew? Yes or no? Mm?
I'm just this unit.
Or are you willing to try to lie to him?
This unit will require further time to ponder on your offer.
Wonderful. He pulls out a what is basically a trinket at this point, but a sand timer. Sets it down, says, "You have 5 minutes," and then sits there, just kind of casually watching you.
Right, so I'm guessing the mind link is still up.
Yeah.
The problem is that, as I think was hinted at, is being either monitored or at least they're aware of the mind link, I suppose.
Yeah, they know it's happening. Although, yeah, I wouldn't suspect because I would have rolled lore.
You failed. You're studying science.
Yeah, because I failed that, so I don't know.
Well, I think either way, Jace is going to operate under the assumption that it is being monitored because that would be the smart thing to do from like a tactical standpoint.
I mean, that's fair.
Even though he doesn't know anything about psychics, same principle applies.
Head navigator, are you still able to read me?
I'm not a navigator, but yes, receiving you loud and clear.
Oh, I thought you were.
I am astropath. Thank you very much.
You feel a third eye staring at you hatefully because he really, really does not like Sakismus.
And fuck you too, buddy. Anyways, what's the situation, Sigma?
Agents of Order Hereticus asking for our cooperation, including the what's the word of handing over?
An exchange
Transfer.
of several notable officers.
No.
To the
Alexa,
Order
stop. Right back. Alexa, stop.
Right. You do know that we could qualify as those officers, right? Man, I have 3 ideas what's gonna happen if we go through with that, and the first 2 do not count.
Just quickly, this is. I assume this is while this is going on, like the conversation stuff. Would Jace be able to call up like a map of the local area on like the central console? You know, where maps.
You'd be able to get a map.
Yeah.
I don't have a map, but you can get one.
Mm-hmm.
I can give you this. You're probably like around here somewhere, I'll say.
Yeah. Because I'm just thinking that while, of course, this is ongoing, Jace is trying to work out sort of places where Sigma could have been taken in the time that was sort of, allotted.
Mm-hmm.
Because they wouldn't have had that much time to bundle him elsewhere. So it's just a case of like calling up the map and trying to work out within the local area where they could have possibly hidden him within that time.
Marius takes a look at the map and looks at Sagispus. Could you perhaps point a direction to the link, or is it not that strong?
I would advise as well that we don't send Sigma any vital information on our plans while we are linked.
Quite.
Yes.
Oh, hell no. As for the power, I do not believe that is the extent, unless Zach wants to. It only says that I have mind link, but it doesn't give me like a status effect, so I just can talk with them. But although that depends, because mind link has a range limit.
Yes, so you know they're at least within the range.
Okay, that actually helps.
So within 3 kilometers.
Yeah, okay, that would probably really help actually.
Mm-hmm.
In terms of narrowing it down.
Well, at the very least, we know that they are not further away than 3 kilometers, because otherwise I would not have been able to talk with them.
I just like to imagine that Jace is doing all fancy hand shenanigans. It's like zooming the map in and out.
And knowing the size of several of our ships, it wouldn't surprise me if they were actually inside of.
Yes, they're in the walls. They're inside the walls.
I want to think every time you zoom in, you're saying enhance.
It just added a voice line whenever you zoom in. Enhance.
Enhance the stem image. Sir, it doesn't work that way.
And make it work that way.
That's not how cameras work.
So yeah, that's what Jason's trying to do. He's trying to, at least on a logical / tactical level, trying to work out where he could have been.
Go ahead and roll me your tactical thing.
You willing to give me the +10, Julius?
Well, yes.
Okay. Ooh.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh.
You have a general idea of where they would likely be given the range and corridors and timing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I think I've got an idea of where it could be.
Mm-hmm.
The building we need to, under usual circumstances, say the building would need to be abandoned, but this is the Inquisition we're talking about.
Alright. Marius nods. Let's see if we can get what we can get together. Don't think we have much time before Sigma meets either an untimely end.
And let's hope that Sigma can stall long enough for us to get there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it was fun while it lasted, but when it comes to them, it's either running, and to be perfectly honest, I'm not Biomancer. I would get pretty quickly tired of running.
Don't worry. Oh, I'm sure I can charm them with my wiles. I don't think they'd like a scene. Well, then again, they are out in the middle of nowhere. Let's be careful.
I was about to say, we're not an imperial world.
Mm-hmm.
This should be outside of their jurisdiction.
Mm-hmm.
Which means that they are not going to want to cause a scene, and if we do happen to take them down, there should be very little ramifications.
Let us try and avoid pissing off the Inquisition more than they already are. No, men, let's get going.
If they've done any harm to Sigma, I will tear every last one of them apart.
Oh dear. Sakispus, would you kindly portray the information that I'm angrily asking about what they're offering him to betray us? I'm sure the list would be rather extensive, and perhaps give him a little bit more time.
Right.
Try not to give an idea of what we're up to.
Yeah, I'm relating that, and does Sigma tell that the essentially Inquisitor is like, oh yeah, you can take Train's ship and basically his
So
part
yes,
of
like
it.
Darius is like, are you going to steal my very expensive carpeting, the rich jewels in the ceiling, the chandeliers? A very extensive list. Mm.
Like, Thrain's giving him a list.
Yeah, Train's giving you a list, but like it's like, are you really going to betray me just so you can have this and this and this and this? And hoping that Sigma uses it to distract them a bit, but we'll see. Mm.
We're basically trying to stall for time as I think we make our way over.
All right. So in that case, query. I request clarification of my co-officers' crimes. You claim Malachi killed an officer. Of which status and rank?
Doesn't matter.
You claim NY4N as a heretic. Would that not fall into would it not
Mechanicus?
fall in the Mechanicus jurisdiction?
Yeah, but I figured I'd clean up while I'm here.
You claim Weltenbrand as a heretic for what was his grammatic out again?
I was like, wait, what? What did he do?
I think it was leaking information.
Yeah. That is what the Inquisitor said.
Yeah. To be fair, I kind of like the idea that Sigma is fully playing into the tech priest like archetype of going, I must have all the facts to make an informed decision.
I mean, the Inquisitor's just going to be glancing every so often from Simon to the sand timer.
And what's the sand timer looking at right now?
We'll say it's about halfway done, so you have 2.5 minutes.
Would I have full jurisdiction of the crew of the what was it called, the Train's Legacy, except for several officers?
Mm-hmm.
Would I require? Would I still having control the quartermaster, the bosunman?
Like, I want the 5 officers. You're free to go after that. You and your ship. Like, I don't know where you got this idea that I'll be in control of you somehow. I will only come back if I hear that you're also committing heresy. And it might not even be me.
Mm-hmm. Alright. As this words echo, are we making any sort of progress in getting there?
I would like you all to roll me awareness, except for Sigma, because he's not there.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone that is with your group, so if NY4N's not coming, then whatever, but...
Almost.
I'm going, fuck it. We are already in hot water with Inquisition, so...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is definitely a point where Jay sort of...
I mean, you have a tank on the ship.
We literally do have a tank on the
yeah,
ship.
we do have a tank on the ship.
You have a very, very fancy tank on the ship.
Yeah, I was about to say, the problem is I don't know how we'd get through footfall.
Well, I mean, if we're
a
winning
tank.
a little bit of casual bulldozing, we could bring a tank to the Inquisition. I wish it was a more ruthless rogue trader because this would be a gigantic chat moment.
I'm just trying to think. I'm just trying to think if the place would be accessible from we have the ship and then we have the hangar open so that the tank is just aimed at the building.
You just detach the tank and just start firing on the fucking Inquisition.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I will say, Sigispus,
Yes?
you remember this area fall from last time you were here. And it was the area that more or less could be considered full of a various amount of heretics between actual fucking cultists and just criminals. You also notice that it is eerily quiet. You in fact see no one on your way to the building.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, with that roll, is it a fair assumption to say that we probably should expect a welcoming committee?
Hmm.
I mean, yes, but you also notice that in some locations you do see splatters of blood, signs of conflict. Not too much, mind you, but
More than
Exploded EMP.
like it was one-sided.
I was about to say, if it's quiet and the Inquisition are holding up here, they've probably just completely cleared this place out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I will give, say, quietly, but is out loud, that, oh yeah, we are in the right direction. It's someone came by and cleaned house.
Mm-hmm.
And we're on the right track. Let's keep moving. As Jace cocks his Stormbolter.
Mm-hmm.
Just expect that, considering our luck, it's very likely they are expecting us.
Mm-hmm. You know what? You know what to say about the tank? Give me an idea. Marius is gonna give a call to the ship about preparing the tank for an emergency. But we're not on it anyway. All right. So we're walking into an ambush then.
Do you have anything else you want to discuss before the timer runs out?
A quick question. How easy is it to change the warrant of trade from one dynasty to another? Because as I understand it, the writ of trade is usually made by the Lords of Terra or the Emperor himself.
Well, officially, very, very difficult. Unofficially, some records get changed. Your last name's now Thrain, and oh look, Mattias is dead.
Mm-hmm.
Guess you get to inherit it.
Exactly. You
Because
may need to...
it was written in his will that I would.
Yes, exactly.
Yep.
Yes,
Basically.
Mhm.
written in the will.
Yep. And the ink is new. Ink is rather new, and it's a different handwriting, but he wrote it.
I need to have a quick look. What's the fucking tank called again?
Shadow Sword?
It was a Shadow Sword. Okay, I need to have a quick look at something.
We do have a handout with stats, so...
The Inquisition shows up the Administrative Clerk with the appropriate information to modify the records.
Have a look.
And then just since the record gets sent to another Administrative Clerk but everything's correct, he just shrugs and stamps it and moves it on.
Oh, it's a laser weapon. Shit.
Let's see, what else could I do?
Yep.
Quick question. What proof do you present in to your claims of heresy?
I don't need any. I'm the Inquisition.
Yep.
Innocence means nothing.
I feel like Sigma just stares in shock for a little bit at that. Mm-hmm.
In that case, unless it is unless the transfer of the train's legacy is
Sorry, I
done,
just switched to my phone. My smoker's having problems. Trying to fix it.
It's alright.
Mm.
You were saying, Simon?
if the transfer of the train's legacy is done through official and legal channels, you may have a deal. But, however, if it seems that you correction, I will require an additional 5 minutes to.
Oh no.
I don't think so. Make your decision.
Adios train, like as we're making way, suddenly stops for a moment, takes a look around, empty street, dead ones. I think we're walking into a trap. Mm-hmm.
Well, be that as it may.
I will say, as he's telling Sigma to make a decision, you guys round the corner, and at a apartment building or hotel, doesn't entirely matter, but a larger building like such,
Mm-hmm.
you do see two men in pitch black power armor standing there, holding
Sure.
weapons. Not at the ready, but an
Ready.
obvious guard detail.
Mm-hmm.
And as you appear, they take notice of you, but do not aim at you.
Mm-hmm.
By your lead, Captain, we are in the shit now.
One of them motions to the front door, inviting you in.
Oh boy, let's hope the backup plan works. As Marius Train attempts to get the ship in order, the tank plan B may or may not work.
Yeah.
Mm. Nevertheless,
I
You
feel like
might want void suits if you do take Plan B. That's all I'm gonna say.
I have an idea of how this is going to go down. Hopefully,
Mhm.
but I do. I'm just trying to think. Because I think for this, what's the best way of going about it? Because I'm thinking from a tactical point, we don't necessarily want to be in said building if we're going to try and be making threats. But
Look, sometimes you just have to gamble that the Inquisitor values his own life more than he values the Inquisition. Mm.
I think currently Jace is probably going to shout something to the effect of, "Where is our
explorer?"
Yeah, it's like, show yourself, Inquisitor. Where's our explorator?
The guard will once again silently motion to the door.
One question: does the armor looks like power armor?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, you've got currently Jace in power armor and these two goons in power armor.
Mm-hmm. Marius Train, in terms of what Sagispus, would you kindly ask our explorer if there are more people?
It is very definitely human power armor and not Death Watch power armor, though.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, that's better. Yeah.
But yeah, Marius Train, in terms of what Sagispus, would you kindly ask our explorer if there are more men in power armor inside?
Hey, Sigma, did you notice anyone with black power armor on the inside?
Did I? I'm guessing
The answer would be 2, maybe 3, because you have the 2 that are guarding you.
Mm-hmm.
And one of them left then one came back, which it's a 50-50 whether or not it's a different one or the same one.
Mm-hmm.
2 to 3.
Understood. Yeah, you relay that.
Mm-hmm. So that
Yep.
would be a match of at least 5 men in power armor, including the Inquisitor himself. Nevertheless, we do have an explorator to get saved, do we not? Mm.
Maybe we won't be able to use their arrogance against them. Huh? If he believes he's got all the cards.
Actually thinking about it. Do we have some other method?
I do have interesting power, but it doesn't fully work for what I had in mind because I cannot see through them. Because I have Beastmaster. But sadly, I do not see through their eyes and mind. So even if I try to get some rats to scout for us,
True. They can bite Sigma, but they can't really help us.
I think Jace is still just going to continue putting on the very, well, I say putting on the very irate act of shouting out, "Get the Inquisitor out here. We're here to talk."
Can we hear that from inside?
You hear muffled yelling.
Mm-hmm.
It probably is most definitely Jace, though, judging by the, I would assume, like, the vocabulator.
Yeah.
Angry, swearing, yelling.
Yeah.
If I were to help you, I would require several experts in sacred archaeotech, a new tech priest, a head navigator, a chief seneschal, let's see.
I'd be giving you the navigator. The rest would be for you to recruit.
Oh boy.
Now, if you excuse me, my company's here.
Mm-hmm.
If you are still cooperative at the end of this, so be it.
Mm-hmm.
With that, he will get up and leave. His guards will follow him. You are alone in the room.
When do I next get a hatred talent?
You said I was tied up, correct?
Yes.
Is it made up?
At least tied to the chair.
Right, and all my offensive applications were disabled, but not removed.
Yep. Looking around at them, there seems to be a device attached to them.
Let's see you.
Yeah, I think the skill is...
You could also just cut off one of your arms and
yeah, it's
cauterize it.
It's contortionist, which is the skill in question, which can be used as defense. It is a basic skill, so
because you could always replace your arm. So. If you really want it out. No, while you're working on getting out, the rest of you, the front door opens and you see the average-looking Inquisitor step out. Says, "If you want your tech priest, please come inside. We have much to discuss."
the Inquisition doesn't discuss.
He'll just kind of shrug and be like, "If you don't, I'll go shoot your tech priest." And he starts walking back inside, leaving the door open behind him.
Alright. I suppose.
Sigismus, he wasn't lying.
I suppose it's time to see if Plan B works. Marius Train takes a step ahead of all of them, starts heading in, hands behind his back.
I just want to willpower just to see how agitated Jace is currently.
Well, I followed you so far, Captain. However, I'm gonna drop the mind link.
You see Jace sort of reach back for his metal gun for a moment.
As Marius starts walking up ahead.
Yeah, it's Marius walking off ahead that stops him, but yeah, he definitely he was just gonna try and shoot the go. As Jace moves to follow, making sure to stand within 2 meters of his Capitan.
Yep.
Alright. The crew marches in to the den of darkness and evil.
He leads you into what looks like a conference room and sits down at the head of the table and turns a screen of a cogitator over, and on it you see Sigma sitting in a room tied up to a chair, probably trying to escape right now. And if he in fact is, the Inquisitor doesn't make a note of it.
Yeah, I just imagine he's like shaving like the rope against something. Yes, I'm gonna get out of here because it just shows up.
Just thing, should I tear it off? What is the cost of a rudimentary bionicle arm?
It's like one of those things. Like, the Inquisitor certainly notices that, like, Sigma is attempting to escape if he is, but just doesn't care.
He does believe he has all the cards, and more than likely does.
In addition to you all, with him in the room is 2 more of his black guards in power armor. And the best way to describe it would be like Smeagol wearing clothes.
Smeagol wearing clothes.
Collared and chained up in the corner.
Well then, Marius says, sitting down on a chair. You have something of mine, I believe. I valued member of my crew. So
I will free him and let him go and give him everything I've promised him in exchange for your surrender and those with you, and eventually the other tech priest on your ship. You are all wanted for various crimes, including heresy, of course, but...
Gotta be fucking shitting me.
Well, I knew the Inquisitor was bad at making deals, so high up as they stand, but yours ring particularly poor. In fact, it rings a bit hollow, as if that was truly what you wanted, you would already be opening fire.
Well, for you in particular, Thrain, a very, very large number of people want you for your crimes.
Oh?
Or should I say, Captain Red-Eye?
Nani?
Sorry, just run that by. So they've said that Thrain is wanted for his many crimes, and then has said, do they just like imply that they are currently siding with Captain Red Eye.
I mean, the way I understood it, that Thrain is not Matthias Thrain, that Thrain is Captain Red Eye. That's how I understood it.
That's what the Inquisitor's saying.
Oh,